Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the January 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't watched yet, I did also post the full year 2023 videos. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Oh, really quick, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do subscribe. That helps me greatly and you'll be notified when I post new content. But in column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of January. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But going back to column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, we have a summary card of surface. I really like surface. This is about having like almost a bubble around you, Capricorn, and being able to block out things that are not good for you and only absorb and take on the things that are good for you. So I like surface. This is almost like a layer of protection, but again, you've done a good job of filtering things serving you and not serving you. Let's go ahead though and take a look and see what else we've got going on in terms of messages for what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Okay, the first card that we have is the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success, so many good things associated with the 6 of Wands. So I really like to see this card coming through for you. So again, recognition, success, completion, some sort of good news. So all around good energy there. I think that's probably signifying one event or one occurrence. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Swords, this is new idea, new clarity. This could be newfound health too. Maybe some of you weren't feeling very good and you're feeling better now. And at the bottom here, we have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is very much so a card of leaving a legacy. It's long-term energy. With the 10 of Pentacles, this is also can be like an inheritance or large sum of money. This also means retirement. Congratulations for those of you that perhaps retired at the end of last year or at the end of 2022. Very, very exciting. But definitely could be an indicator of some sort of money or just future focus. Perhaps this newness or this success is really setting yourself up well for the future. Let's go and clarify though and see what other information we have here. The first clarifier we have is the Ace of Cups. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So in addition to that new clarity, those new ideas, there could be a new relationship forming here or an advancement of a relationship. Perhaps you found out you're having a baby. You might have gotten a new animal, some new love. This could again be tying into like good news or success there. The next card that we have is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of speed, action, change. Things are moving here. This is also news coming in. So you have news coming in plus good news. I keep coming back to that. It's like you found something out. You found out news of something. That seems to be a message definitely coming through for those last few weeks. And then last but not least, here at the bottom, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. So you have 2 very long-term energy cards paired at the bottom here, Capricorn. So that's neat to see. Whatever this is, this success, this relationship, this information that you found out, perhaps retiring, starting a new chapter. Again, in general, it just feels long-term here. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the month of January. We have the card Listen. I think we've actually seen this card twice already, but important month for listening, no doubt about that. That is the literal message of this card. Make sure you're actively listening, taking in information as you go into January. Listening is going to be important. Well, let's see what other messages we've got going on here. The first card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. It's a card of conformity. I feel like you're going to be doing something of tradition. So something, it's like in January, there's always this one thing that you do. So that seems to be the message that's coming through. It's like you always do this one thing. So I see you doing whatever that traditional item is. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. For those of you who have watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. We have a nice full rainbow, the happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, water's running, there's a house in the background. The Ten of Cups is seriously just everything wonderful. It's a card of family, contentment, total love and support. But this is like pure bliss. This is everything you could want. So I love that. Really starting off January, super, super strong. Starting off the year really strong. Again, great card for family, but just really supported, loved, happy, all of those wonderful things. If you're looking to enter into a relationship, advanced relationship, have children, buy a house, all of that comes along with the Ten of Cups as well. At the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut to navigate through. With this card, it means that not all of the information is available. It can be like a card of secrets or mystery. Again, make sure we're listening to make sure we have all the information that we need. But do rely on your gut, trust your intuition. The High Priestess is super spiritual and very intuitive. And what I mean by that is like you... it's like, you know, like when I see this card when I'm reading for somebody, I know they're intuitive. I know that they're spiritual. The frequencies are very high. So follow your gut, navigate there how you need. Well, let's go ahead and clarify, see what other messages we've got coming through here. The first clarifier we have is the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It's a card of action. It's a card of change. It's a card of being on a journey. Things are definitely moving forward. Perhaps you're getting ready to kick off something new in January. You could also be getting a new vehicle with the Chariot. One thing I'm going to say with the Hierophant, I don't know exactly why this message is coming through. Again, the Hierophant felt very traditional, very conventional. But the Chariot's almost like saying take a creative approach on it. Like you do your typical thing, but you can add your own little twist on it or change it up just a tiny bit. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is completing a goal, completing a lesson. It could also be a card of travel. So many of you will be doing some traveling, Capricorn, in January. But I feel like you are getting ready to wrap up something, and that's tying in with the Chariot there, being on a journey moving forward. So something is wrapping up, closing, coming to an end, and the journey is moving forward. Again, you're getting ready to kick something off here with the Chariot. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, grief, depression, worry. It's like you're worried you don't have all the information, but listening is going to be key. Continue to listen. And again, you definitely need to be trusting your intuition, trusting your gut here. Even if you don't have all the information, your gut can guide you. But I do see some of you a little bit worried about not having all the information. But remember, listening is going to be key there, Capricorn. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. I did get this new deck that's like money, tips, tricks. In this case, it's a money affirmation. It says, I am happy with or without money. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see what messages we've got coming through. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. The first card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. One of the meanings of this card is volunteer work. If you're doing volunteer work, that's wonderful. But what I'm getting here, Capricorn, is you should volunteer to do something a little extra this month that'll be really meaningful and really benefit you. So just keep that in mind. If you can sign up for an extra project or volunteer to do something career-wise or moving you towards a promotion or whatnot, that volunteering for that little extra is going to make you stand out there. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing card. I feel like there's a really good, healthy relationship or business partnership here. I feel like you're being supported and you're being mentored and you're being like pushed when needed. So really nice relationship. Continue to foster this relationship. It seems really meaningful here, Capricorn. And then at the bottom here, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is active. It's new project, new creative idea. Perhaps I was saying at the top, like you need to volunteer to take something on. I think that's what this new project is that's coming through. It's you taking that initiative, you taking that action. But this can also be like making a creative suggestion. The Page of Wands is very creative. So maybe perhaps that's what you do is you like come forward with an out of the box or really creative idea too. That's one of those things that's also really going to make you stand out there, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and clarify and see what we're working with here though. I want to point out here really quick, all major arcana cards, it's so neat when that happens, usually means like big, bold messages. But first off, we have the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate change and transformation and it's moving forward. I like this. Again, things are growing. If you volunteer for this extra thing or you come forward with this creative idea or you step up and help with this project, it's really helping with the transformation, moving you forward. It's like you need to take this step in order to unlock the next step for yourself. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism. Don't be envious of any coworkers. That's definitely a message that's coming through here. So don't be like jealous or envious of somebody getting promoted or getting a project. I'm getting the message that like yours is coming. So definitely no need to have that kind of envy type feeling. Since we're talking about money too, I like to point out this is also always a good card or a good reminder to budget. Anytime I see the Devil card, it's like a reminder we should be saving and not overspending. And especially because we're in January too, this is a good time to set your savings goals and your spending goals for the year. At the bottom here, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. Also, if you take a look at the big star at the top, this is about being in the spotlight and getting recognized. So whatever this new project is or this creative idea, again, it's really going to put you in the spotlight. It's going to project you forward. So capitalize on whatever this opportunity is here, Capricorn. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Similar to the money deck, we do have a new love deck. So let's take a look at your love message. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, let's see here what messages we have for the love column. Think family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. Okay, so the first card we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having lots of burdens. It's kind of being really busy too. It's burnout and not having time. So do be aware that it seems like January is coming through as a really, really busy month here. So just be aware, be cautious of that, and make sure that we're still nurturing relationship, family, friends, loved ones. But I'm just getting that you're going to be busy and you're not going to have a lot of time for love. But knowing that information, you can make time for love, Capricorn. So just be aware of that. This isn't like stress or exhausted or burned out on the relationship, I don't think. Again, it's everything else that's going on. So do just make sure that you carve out that time for each other. The next card that we have is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of making travel plans. So definitely some of you could be traveling. Anytime we have two of something on a card, though, it can indicate a decision. So there could be a love decision that needs to be made as well. And sometimes with the Two of Wands, this is a card of having to wait. There could be something you really want to do and you're not able to do it just because, again, we're so busy, but potentially some waiting happening here. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of wanting to, well, it has a lot of different meanings, but it's like this person's gathering up their stuff and wanting to move away. wanting to get away from a scenario. This is interesting because it kind of ties really well into that top card we have about giving each other space. So it's like kind of that fine balance. But I think in general, there's going to be quite a bit of space this month just because they're so busy. But again, make sure that we have that designated time that's needed there. Okay, the first clarifier that we have here is the Empress. I really like the Empress card no matter where it comes up in the readings. It's a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. This is also a really good card for pregnancy or fertility. So if some of you are trying to grow your family, this is a good card for you. Perhaps that's some of that stress and exhaustion and tiredness is maybe from trying. But again, this is a good card for you. You can really create whatever you want with the Empress. So if you need space apart, you need time together, you want to grow your family, again, whatever it is you want, you have the ability to create with the Empress. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So with the Ace of Pentacles, this typically, the Ace of Pentacles, so this is going to be job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. When I see this in the love column, it's typically money around you. So this could be your spouse or partner or parents getting a new job, some sort of new income coming in. This could be like moving in together, so going from one income to two incomes, but this is money surrounding you. Perhaps we've been waiting for this job or this promotion as well, or there could be some travel to obtain this money. And at the bottom here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is about leaving a legacy. And what the message I'm getting here is think about building healthy relationship habits. So healthy relationship habits is what's coming in. Again, time and balance, making time for each other, giving each other space, really establish those healthy relationship boundaries. That's the message there. That's key to long-term, happy, healthy success. The Ten of Pentacles being a very long-term card. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Renewal. I love the Renewal card. It seems like we all need more energy, more happiness, more health. So renewal of all energies, a really positive, nice card there. Super fitting for the beginning of the year too. We want to start off strong and maintain that renewed energy. So let's see what messages we've got coming through here for you. Similar to earlier, we have all major arcana cards again here for you, Capricorn. Kicking off with the Lover's card. The Lover's card is, of course, a card of love. I'd like to see this a renewal of that love energy for you. This is partnership, deep love, strength together. This also could be a decision too. So if you are making decisions going into January, make sure you're making decisions that will renew your energy rather than burn you out or drain your energy. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card, Capricorn, is one of the cards that's always favorable for you. It's cause and effect, it's win-win solutions. This can also be finding out information. We were talking earlier that there was like information you need, so it does seem like that information's coming. This is also good in terms of contractual, legal, things of the court, indicating favorable outcome there for you. And at the bottom here, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity, making sure you're on your own personal path, quest, spiritual journey. But again, focusing on what feels good and what renews you versus things that may be draining your energy here. Let's clarify really quick. First clarifier we have is the Four of Swords. This is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew. This ties so nicely in because we have the Renewal card there, but again, renewal of energy in terms of love life and also making decisions that renew your energy versus make you tired. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. It's material happiness, it's good health, all good things, material abundance. So whatever you want, you're able to obtain. The Justice is cause and effect. The Nine of Cups is your wishes coming true. Both very strong, favorable cards for you. And at the bottom here, we have the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. I like this because the Hermit's again saying go within for clarity to figure out what feels good. And then we have the Sun card saying, okay, you figured it out. Things will be feeling good. There will be happiness. There will be success. There will be joy. So I really like that. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, Capricorn, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Jack of Diamonds. This is number 14 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Jack of Clubs. This is number 45 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you throughout the month of January. We have Diamond, which is good for spiritual freedom. Light helps you think big and really gives you that farsightedness, looking into the future. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Our Healing Note says, Understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have the best ever January.